Hi friends, today we are going to do this small exercise. If you are in the hotel industry in Excel, if you're in the hotel industry and you are working in the front office department or the rooms division department, you must have wondered how is it possible to get the daily occupancy day-wise in Excel for the entire month just by using the bookings data which you have. So if you're managing the bookings data in Excel, you must have wondered how you can get the occupancy by using those simple data which is available. Yeah, I had cracked this formula roughly around 4 to 5 years ago, and I hadn't shared it with anyone. But today I feel like sharing it. I hope this will help all the hotel industry professionals who are watching this. So here's the formula. It uses a simple if statement along with an and operator. And if you apply it for the entire range of the bookings data, which I have in A, B, C, and D columns, I'll get to that later. And if you apply it over the entire range for the entire calendar dates of that particular month, it is possible to calculate the room's occupancy of each particular day. So here I have the sample data in A, B, C, and D columns. I have in A, I have the bookings ID. In B column, I have the check-in date. In C column, I have the checkout date. And in D column, I have the rooms occupied. So each particular booking, I need only the check-in, checkout, and number of rooms occupied. This is only for the confirmed bookings. So I have nearly around, let's say, I have 58 bookings, and these are just the confirmed bookings. And here I have the stay dates from 1st of April to 30th of April. So for the entire 1st to 30th of April, I was able to calculate the number of rooms occupied for each particular day. How did I do this? I'll explain it to you further on in this video. Using the same formula, you can also calculate the daily revenue which you're generating, and for each particular day, day wise again. And if you apply a simple formula for ARR also, which is simply revenue divided by room nights occupied. So once you have the daily revenue, also you can get the daily ARR. I know how important it is to get a daily ARR for each particular day when it comes to managing your prices for your rooms. So and then I have the third sheet here, which has all the KPIs clustered together day wise again. So here's the entire date range, and for each particular day, I've given the reference from the previous worksheets, and I have generated all the KPIs: rooms occupied, occupancy percentage, revenue day wise, ARR day wise, RevPAR day wise. So how useful is this formula? You'll come to know once you apply it for an actual data. If you have an actual data of your hotel, you can apply this formula in Excel over the bookings data, and you can generate these useful KPIs. So if you're ready, we can start off with this. I'll just give you a look at the formula once again. It uses an if statement along with an and operator, and it gives you the daily rooms occupied for each particular booking. So what I'll do is within the same worksheet, I'll give a download link for this workbook also in the same post. So if you read this post, you'll get the download link from where you can download this workbook, and you can do a small exercise on your own. So let's start off in the same workbook. I'll create a new worksheet and I'll name it daily occupancy 2. So daily occupancy 2 is going to be my new worksheet in which I'm going to recreate what I have done here. Okay. So I hope you're following me. And if you have any questions, you can post it in the comment section. So let's start off. What we'll do is we'll get all the bookings data of all the confirmed bookings here. So what I need is the booking ID, check-in date, checkout date, and number of rooms for each particular booking. And I'm going to go to this new workbook, new worksheet in this workbook, and I'm going to paste it. Okay. So here I have the data which has been collected. Now you can use the actual data of your hotel, which is what the idea is about. And be careful in Excel that you have your proper date format selected, which you can press Control 1 and check. I'm using English Trinidad and Tobago to get the day, month, and YYY formats. So the check-in and checkout date should be in the same format. And then the other indicators which I need is given over here. So let's go to this sheet and I'll just copy paste. This is the format purpose which I need. I'm going to copy this and paste it here. Okay. So here I have the indicators which are given. So the stay dates. Let's say I have this bookings data. Be very particular that the bookings data is taken on a check-in basis. So if you have downloaded a data from your property management system from PMS or your channel manager, or if you're managing it manually also, from whatever source the channel manager PMS will give you the bookings data, it has to be the confirmed bookings only. Okay. And in case it is not a confirmed booking, if you have a mixture of confirmed and cancelled bookings, there's a little bit complicated the formula gets. But since this is a simple formula which I'm giving for a simple exercise, I will not take cancelled bookings in this. So let's start off. In the stay date range, what we are going to do is we are going to use the first date of the month. So this exercise is for the month of April 2021. I'm going to enter the first date of the month, and I'll fill up all the columns in this particular row for the entire month. So there's 30 days in this month, and I use autofill series over here, and I get all the days of the month. I hope this is quite self-explanatory. I'm going to change the format for the purpose of simplicity, and here I'll use a better format in the date, which is I'm going to use the day and month in a text format. Okay. So once we have this over here, I'm going to just give a color coding to this entire row. I'm going to give it a color coding for the sake of simplicity. Okay. And let's start off with the formula. So as you can see, these are the check-in and check-out dates and number of rooms occupied for each particular booking. Okay, for each particular confirmed booking. And the formula, which is again available in the post, in the same post, I'll give an explanation also. Use an if statement along with an and operator. What the and operator does, it takes two logical inputs and gives an output based if those inputs are true. So this is what the AND operator does with the if statement in the combination with an if statement. What I'm doing is if the check-in date is less than or equal to the stay date and the checkout date is greater than the stay date, then give me the return of the rooms occupied. Okay, or else give me nothing. So the double inverted commas are for nothing. So and we'll apply this. Of course, we'll get nothing because the guest check-in is 28th of April, checkout is 5th of May. But I'll explain this further. Let me apply this formula with the relative range reference. Okay, so I'll paste this entire formula for the all the stay dates on the entire range, and let's see what it does. I have pasted it. Okay, so I'll give you the explanation here. Let me fix this row. I'll freeze this pane over here. Okay. So what this formula does it, let's go to this booking, this particular booking. So the booking which is in row number 7, the check-in date is 2nd of April, checkout is 5th of April. Number of rooms is 2. So this guest has booked for 3 nights and he's booked 2 rooms. So that is 6 room nights booked. The check-in is of 2nd of April. So from 2nd April to 4th April, he's blocked 2 rooms for him. 5th of April is the checkout. So there's no room blocked over here. As you can see, the formula has given me this particular output. If you apply the same formula for the entire range of bookings, here you can see this particular guest check-in is on 3rd of April, checkout is 9th of April, and 4 rooms booked. So here you can see 4 rooms which are blocked from 3rd April to his entire stay range, which is till 8th April. Since 9th April is the checkout date, here no rooms are blocked for this particular booking. If you apply this entire thing for the entire bookings date range over the calendar, as you can see, you will get a the number of rooms booked. You'll get a calendar for the number of rooms booked on each particular day. Of course, this calendar will have many other functions, but we'll get into that later. And then what I have to do is simply I have to apply a sum formula over here for over the entire column. If I apply the sum formula here for the entire bookings data range, what I'll get is the number of rooms occupied for that particular day. So I hope you find this beautiful. And let's see if when we paste this formula over the entire range, we get the number of rooms which have been blocked for each particular day. Isn't that beautiful? So here we see from 1st to 30th of April, on each particular day, the number of rooms that have been booked. So we can use the same concept, the same idea to apply for the revenue to calculate the daily revenue. And if you use the daily revenue and daily rooms occupied, you can also calculate the ARR. So I know how important it is to get the daily ARR in Excel also, to know the daily ARR when you can manage the rates also. Now we'll delve into the other details now. Let's say this hotel, we have 40 total available rooms. So this hotel has 40 rooms. I'll give you some color coding and formatting. So we have 40 rooms in this hotel every day. And the occupancy percentage, of course, would be number of rooms occupied divided by the total of rooms available. We'll fix this. And here we have the occupancy percentage. Let's apply this again over the entire range. And here we have the daily occupancy also. So how I know it is very important to know the daily occupancy and daily revenue of the hotel to manage your rates and inventory control and how to distribute your inventory to various segments if you're managing the rate contracts with n number of segments. So here we'll just give this color coding for the sake of simplicity. And here you can see we've generated a very beautiful data. These KPIs are very handy in particularly for front office department and the rooms division department, even for revenue managers. So I'll just give this a little bit proper formatting also. Okay, so this looks beautiful enough. And here we have the daily occupancy and occupancy percentage just by using the check-in, check-out, and number of rooms occupied for confirmed bookings. So I hope you find this helpful, and the formula and the sheet will be available for download in the post itself. Let's do the next exercise, which is calculating the daily revenue, and then we'll create this dashboard also. So for calculating the daily revenue again, I'll give you the simple exercise here. I'll name the sheet daily revenue 2. Okay. So again, to calculate similarly what we've done in daily occupancy, we are going to do in the daily revenue sheet which we are creating. So for the daily revenue part, just like we used in the daily occupancy part, we are going to need this data for all the bookings. So I'll just paste this here. This is a sample data generated randomly. This is not an actual data. So if you're going to work on your particular hotel, you're going to need the actual data, and you can use these formulas in your report, and you can generate the daily revenue and daily occupancy. Now I'm just going to copy paste these text over here, which are the headers. Okay, and okay. So let's start off over here. Similarly, what we did in that particular sheet. Daily revenue, the formula will need a slight bit of modification, which I'm going to give you the explanation for. We will enter the first date of this month for which we are doing the exercise for, which is 1st of April. I'm going to fill this series, and once I fill this series, I have the dates of this entire the calendar date for this entire month, and I'll just change the formatting of the dates for the sake of simplicity. Okay, so here again we have the stay date range from 1st of April to 30th of April, and again now in this workbook, it is in this worksheet, it is important to know that when you're calculating the daily revenue, uh, we are going to need the booking data, which we are going to find useful is the check-in date, the checkout date, and the revenue of each particular booking. So let's say this particular guest has booked from 28th of April to 5th of to 2nd of May for a total revenue of 34,740. So how are we going to get the daily revenue of this entire particular bookings data? Again, this is the confirmed bookings. If you want to include the cancelled bookings also, you can, but the formula for that is a little complex, is a little different, for which we are not doing this exercise for. It will be covered in my next post. So here we are going to enter the formula. So here I'll just tell you what the modifications are. It's We use the if statement along with the and operator. If the check-in date is less than or equal to the stay date and the checkout date is greater than the stay date, then we need the revenue. Here, the modification part is what we are going to do. We need the revenue which is divided into the daily revenue. Let's say this guest has booked for 28, 29, 31st. So he's booked for 4 nights for a total revenue of 34,740. So I'm going to need the number of nights here. The revenue divided by number of nights for this particular booking is going to give me the daily revenue for this particular booking. And if it does not meet the criteria, then I want nothing. And I close the brackets. Of course, it is not going to give me anything here because 1st of April, this guest is not staying for 1st of April. So there's no data here for 1st of April as per the formula applied. So I'm going to use the relative range reference. The explanation for the relative reference is a little tricky, which is not covered in this video, but I'll just try to explain it to you still. So once I apply this formula over the entire bookings data range, till for all the bookings, we have 58 bookings over here. So does it give me the info? Yes, it does. And similarly, here I have got I'll just make the formatting a little bit neater. And okay, okay. So here, what I have done is, let's say for this particular booking, the checking date is 2nd of April, checkout is 5th of April, total revenue of 13,770. So I have distributed the total booking amount, the total revenue amount into the stay date range. So this guest is staying for 2nd of April, 3rd of April till 4th of April, 5th of April is checkout. So for 5th of April, there's no revenue. That's from 2nd April, 3rd April, and 4th of April. The total is 13,770. You can see in the sum over here, which is the same as the revenue here. So similarly for this booking, which is in this particular row, we'll see the guest at checkout in 3rd of April, checkout is 9th of April. So from 3rd of April till 8th of April, for which his rooms are blocked, the total revenue has been distributed. The total revenue, you can see in the sum over here for the highlighted cells, is 53,976, which is same as the total revenue of his booking. Okay. So this has been applied over the entire bookings data range. It gives me the daily revenue over here in this chart. So what I need to do is simply to get for the all the days, I need to just sum it over here. I'll sum this entire column and let's see what the results are. Okay. So here you can see I'll apply this formula for the entire calendar dates and I have got the daily revenue for each particular day in Excel. Okay. I'll just fix this particular row. I'll freeze this pane and if you can see here, 1st of April, the total of revenue generated is 22,230 and it goes up till 30th of April. On 30th of April, it is 51,443. Let's give it a little proper formatting. I will add the grid lines over here. So, okay, so this has been done. And I hope what you learned in the previous daily occupancy worksheet, the same things which we are applying over, the same logic which we are applying here. And is being used to calculate the daily revenue. Now, I know it is important to know the daily revenue also. Once you know the daily revenue and daily rooms occupied in Excel, you can calculate the daily ARR. So what we are going to do is we are going to the day ARR daily ARR is simply the daily revenue divided by the number of rooms occupied. So here we have got the daily ARR for all the dates and we are going to paste the formula over the entire range. Yeah, as you can see, we have got the daily ARR also. Okay. So again, this is not the actual data. This is just a sample data. So the ARR might not seem reasonable or it is just because we are using a sample data, which has randomly been generated in Excel using the rand between function. So what I'm going to do is to calculate the month revenue, I'm just going to sum up this entire revenue range. For the entire month of April, I have a total revenue which amounts to 13 lakh 12,126. Okay, and what I'm going to do now here is we'll go to the daily occupancy sheet. Here, what we are going to do is we are going to get the room nights of the entire month. The room nights of the entire month is simply all the rooms applied over the entire calendar date. So we have 632 room nights. Okay, I'm just going to write it over here. Month room nights. Month room nights. Okay, so this is the month room nights for the entire month of April, and I will get the month occupancy percentage also, which I'm going to show you here. Let's say a month occupancy is simply the number of room nights divided by the number of rooms available. So as we had assumed this hotel has 40 rooms, and since there's 30 days in this month, so we are going to divide it by 30 and we get the month occupancy also. So this is pretty self-explanatory here again. Uh, and then we are going to just give it a color coding for the sake of simplicity to make it a little bit more neater. Okay. And here we have the month occupancy and month room nights in the daily occupancy sheet. We'll go to the daily revenue sheet. We have the month revenue, which has been used a similar some formula to get the month revenue. We are going to calculate the month ARR is simply the month revenue divided by the month room nights. Okay, so we have got the month ARR also. The ARR is 2076. Now, you're going to wonder, I'm going to show you another tricky part when using this formula. If you can see the revenue for this entire bookings data, the actual revenue, I'll just sum this range here. Okay, when you sum this entire range, you'll see the total revenue is 14 lakh 10,199. So how come the month revenue is 13 lakhs 12,126? The reason being that some of the guests are checking out on the in the next month, which is in May. As you can see, this guest is checking out on 3rd of May. This guest is checking out on the 3rd of May again. So their revenue, a certain part of the revenue is going to be another month. This guest is checking out on 2nd of May. So some amount of the revenue is going into the May month, and we've applied this formula over the range of only the month of April. So if you want to calculate the similar things for the month of May, yeah, we'll have to create another worksheet in which we are going to use the bookings data again for the guests which are staying in the month of May. So this exercise is just for the month of April. So I hope you understood, you've got a certain bit of information from this, and you'll find this helpful in your daily workflow. And I'm going to share the workbook again, which is provided in the link in this post itself. Now, if you want to go further, I'll give you a better dashboard we can create. If you will stick on and continue watching this video, we are going to create this dashboard which will get updated automatically as per the bookings information which we are going to feed in the previous worksheet. So here you can see what I've done is I've simply got all the bookings data, whichever is filled up in this sheet. It is populating this particular dashboard where I have the date, I have the rooms occupied for that date, have the occupancy for that particular date, the occupancy percentage, the revenue for that particular date, the ARR for that particular date, and the RevPAR for that particular date. And then the overall sum also for the entire month has been calculated here. Now, if it's very helpful if you can create a workbook for each particular month, and then similarly, all you have to do is you have to copy paste the bookings data information. So if you continue watching this video, I'll show you how to create the dashboard also. Whatever formulas, Excel formulas, advanced formulas which are being used in this workbook will be provided in the post if you check out the post also. So let's create the dashboard. Here we create a new worksheet. We'll name it dashboard 2, and I'll just take the formats of what I'm using for this dashboard. Okay, so I'm going to paste this in this particular row. Okay, okay, this looks neat, and we'll get the date range again. This is for the month of April, so we are going to fill up this series over here with all the date ranges, and the series is available. We're going to change the format so that it appears a little bit more neat. And here we have the date range. I'll just type the number of rooms in this hotel over here, since we are assuming this particular hotel has 40 rooms. I'm just going to type 40 over here. Okay. So now, since the rooms occupied and the occupancy percentage, we have done the exercise and we've calculated over here. You just need that data to be as per the bookings data which you will feed in this workbook, and the chart gets automatically updated over the range for which you are applying the formula. So once the occupancy percentage and rooms occupancy is automatically updated here as per the data which you feed in, the bookings data which you feed in, we want this to be visible in the dashboard over here at one glimpse itself. So how do you do that? We are going to use an index match function. So let's use the index match function over this and get the daily rooms occupied over this particular range. And so first row, I'm going to use match function. I want the match for this date over this range, this day rate range. And I'm going to apply this over here. I want an exact match. Let's see if this formula works. Okay, and okay, we are going to redo this. I'll go back to daily occupancy, and I will select the array in which the data is available. Okay, and I'm going to fix this. So the data is in the first row, and then I'm going to use the match function to get the column number. It's this, and this particular row. I'm going to fix this, and then exact match, close brackets. And here I have the daily rooms occupied. Let's paste this and see if the formula is working. It is working. Let's verify this. So on the 1st of April, I have 10 rooms. 2nd of April, I have 7 rooms occupied. 3rd of April is 20 rooms occupied. 4th of April is 21 rooms occupied. Does it check out? Let's see. 10, 7, 20, 21 does check out. So we're going to paste this formula over the entire stay rate range, and we're going to get the results. Okay, here we do. Let's verify this by doing a sum. We'll do a sum over here, and we have 632 room nights, which is exactly the room nights which were calculated in this sheet. Okay, pretty self-explanatory. Now we want the occupancy percentage also, so I'm going to use the index match function again. Index over this particular, we are going to use on the 1st of April. So we'll select this entire range, and we are going to fix it. Data is in the first row. Then we are going to use the match function. Go to dashboard again, match this particular date in this particular range where the dates are sitting for, and it has to be an exact match, close brackets. And here we have the daily occupancy percentage. Let's convert it to percent, and we paste this formula over the entire range. And here we have the data for the occupancy percentage day wise. Similarly, what was done over here. So it has been generated in the dashboard over here. We now need the revenue, so which is in the daily revenue part. We are going to use the same index match formula again. We use index and we go to this sheet where the revenue has been calculated. So I want the daily revenue. I will select this range, fix this. It's in the first row. Column, I'll use the match function, match the date in this particular range. In this particular range, I'm going to fix this to use. So it did give me the results. I'll paste this the formula over the entire range, and here's the daily revenue generated day wise. I'm going to use the sum function again here to see if it checks out. The daily revenue which I'm getting is the overall monthly revenue is 13 lakh 12,126, which is the same which has been calculated here. So I hope this is quite self-explanatory. ARR is again just the daily revenue divided by the number of rooms occupied. I'm going to paste this again over the entire range, and I have the daily ARR. I'm just going to remove the decimals for the sake of simplicity, and I have the daily ARR also on this dashboard. Formula for RevPAR is simply occupancy percentage divided multiplied by daily ARR is the RevPAR. So we're going to paste this and change it to remove the decimals again here for the sake of simplicity. And we have the daily RevPAR also. I'm just going to make the format a little bit more decent. Okay, so here I hope you have understood everything what I've tried to explain here. And now we'll just we have the monthly revenue, we have monthly room nights, we need the monthly ARR. Okay, which is simply revenue divided by room nights. I'll just fix this particular row and column here. If this fix this pane, so as you can see, I have the rooms occupied, revenue, ARR. The occupancy percentage for the entire month would be simply the room nights divided by the room nights available for that particular month. To use convert this into a percentage. Okay, and then we get the RevPAR, which is simply occupancy percentage multiplied by ARR. So this is my monthly RevPAR. My monthly RevPAR is 1093. Okay, so I'm going to make this bold text, and here as you can see, we have done the entire exercise. This particular formula, index match formula, is a little bit out of the scope for this exercise, but you can download this workbook, for the link has been given in the post itself. And once let's take a look again for what we have done. First, we have calculated the daily occupancy. We've calculated the daily revenue, and we've used using the bookings data, and we've used that information to automatically populate this particular dashboard. So as you can see, this is quite good or quite useful formula which can be applied for any particular hotel if you have the actual bookings data. And hopefully you'll find this useful, and I hope you all the best. The link to download this has been given in the workbook, and I hope you'll make good use of this. Thank you for watching.